If you're struggling with bills or need extra cash for food or housing, there are government programs that may be able to help. Today we're going to talk about 15 legit ways that you may be able to get free money from the government. Plus, I'll also introduce you to a powerful way to create your own financial security, even if those benefits start to disappear. So as we dive in here, I'd like to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which type of financial help would make the biggest difference for you. Rent assistance, food benefits, or cash grants. I'd like to see if I can find more resources for you, so let me know what you need. Now, let's dive into our first option, and this one can be worth over $7,000. The Earned Income Tax Credit is one of the biggest ways that low to moderate income workers can get free money from the government. If you worked in the last year and meet the income requirements, you could be eligible for thousands of dollars back, even if you don't owe any taxes. According to the IRS, about 1 in 5 people, or about 20% of those who are eligible, miss out on this credit every year. That's around 5 million eligible workers who leave this money on the table. That's billions of dollars in unclaimed credits. The IRS says that you may be eligible even if you owe no tax or aren't required to file a return. Now, if you've missed out in the past, you can file retroactively for up to 3 years and still get that refund. That means if you qualified but didn't claim it in previous years, you could receive thousands of dollars back. In fact, if you have 3 or more eligible kids, that could be over $21,000 in past credits, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that. For now, we're going to move on to our next option. This program can put $943 a month in your pocket every single month if you're eligible. We're talking, of course, about SSI. Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, is a lifeline for low-income individuals who are age 65 or older, blind, or disabled. This program provides monthly cash payments to help cover the cost of essential expenses like rent, food, and medical costs. Unlike Social Security retirement benefits, you don't need a work history to qualify for this. This is based entirely on your income and your financial need. You can apply online, by phone, or in person at your local Social Security office. Now, if you're struggling with high energy bills, you could get up to $1,000 or more through the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP. My family once received a $1,000 LIHEAP payment during a crisis, and I know firsthand just how much of a lifesaver this program can be. LIHEAP helps low-income households pay for heating and cooling costs. The exact amount you receive depends on your income, household size, and where you live. So to get LIHEAP, you need to call your local community action agency or your utility company to figure out which agency is in charge of these benefits in your area. Then call them right away to apply, because this funding is usually offered on a first-come, first-served basis. And if you need help with your utilities, you're not going to want to miss out on that. Now, I know a lot of us are worried about what may or may not happen with these programs in the future as things continue to evolve at the government level. So I want to talk to you for a minute about something that may be able to help you, even if these benefits slow down or eventually stop. So what if you could start an online business in just a few minutes for less than $5 without dealing with any inventory, shipping, or complicated technology? That's exactly what Build Your Store AI makes possible. Build Your Store AI is an incredibly simple tool that helps you launch a Shopify store in under 2 minutes that looks extremely professional, even if you've never sold anything online before. It takes care of the setup, the design, the products, and even the pricing, so that all you have to do is promote your store and start earning. Here's how it works. First, you have to go to Build Your Store AI and create your free account. Then you'll choose a niche, whether it's a pet store, kitchen gadgets, or something else that you love. The system will pick trending products that people are already buying. Next, Build Your Store AI sets up your Shopify store automatically. You don't need any tech skills, just follow the on-screen prompts. Once your store is connected, the AI instantly fills it with top-selling products, writes descriptions and policies, and even sets up pricing. Build Your Store is integrated with AutoDS to make sure that your inventory is always up to date. It can also automate the shipping process for you so that all you have to do is create social media content that can sell those products. And here's the best part. You can try Shopify for just $1 for 3 months and get your first month of AutoDS for just $1 too. That means that you can get started and test it out with practically no risk at all. So if you're ready to take control of your finances and build something of your own, click the link below and start your online store today. This is one of the easiest side hustles I have ever seen, so don't miss miss out on that. But for now, let's get back to those government programs because there's still so much more money out there waiting for you. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, helps low-income households afford groceries by providing monthly benefits on an EBT card. These funds can be used at grocery stores, farmers markets, and even some online retailers. In 2025, the average SNAP benefit is about $180 per month, but some households can qualify for the maximum benefit. That is a huge help when food prices keep rising. A lot of people think they don't qualify for SNAP, but the income limits are higher than you might expect. Many working families, seniors, and people on fixed incomes are eligible without even realizing it. If you're wondering whether or not you're eligible, the best thing to do is check with your state's SNAP office and use their online pre-screening tool. And here's a tip. SNAP isn't just about groceries either. If you have an EBT card, you might also qualify for discounts on things like Amazon Prime, internet service, and even discounted admission to museums and zoos throughout the country. Make sure you go to lowincomerelief.com/EBT to discover all the ways that you can make the most of those benefits. For now, let's move on to another program that can help with another major expense. Because if you're struggling with rent, this next one might be a game changer. One of the most valuable housing programs out there is the Housing Choice Voucher Program, also known as Section 8. This program helps low-income families, seniors, and people with disabilities afford safe and stable housing by covering a large portion of their rent. Here's how it works. If you qualify, you'll receive a voucher that covers part of your rent, and you'll pay the remaining amount based on your income, usually around 30% of what you earn. The great thing about Section 8 is that it allows you to find your own home or apartment as long as the landlord accepts your voucher. And in some areas, there are even special programs that may be able to help you with a security deposit or even help you buy your own home with those Section 8 vouchers. But of course, there's a challenge. Waiting lists for Section 8 can be very long, sometimes many years. That's why it's so important to apply as soon as possible and check with multiple housing authorities if you can. Now, if you need cash assistance to help cover basic expenses like rent, utilities, or childcare, you need to know about TANF. TANF, which stands for Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, is a federal program that gives cash assistance to low-income families with children. The median TANF payment is about $552 a month, but the exact amount depends on your state, your household size, your income, and so on. According to the National Center for Children in Poverty, some families receive as little as $204 a month, while others receive as much as $1,370 a month. It just depends on your state's policies. To qualify, you typically need to have a low income, be responsible for a child under 18, and meet work or job training requirements. Every state runs TANF a little differently, which means that the rules, benefit amounts, and even the name of the program can vary. Some states might call it family assistance or work first. So if you don't see TANF listed on your state website, you can check for a similar program by another name. Applying is simple. You just need to contact your local benefits office, which you can find on your state's Department of Human Services website. Some states even offer an option called diversion that gives you a higher amount up front instead of those monthly payments. And while I'm on the subject of cash, let's talk about SSDI. If you have a disability that prevents you from working, you could be eligible for Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI. This program provides monthly cash payments to help cover your living expenses, and the average benefit is around $1,537 a month. But some people receive well over $3,000 a month, depending on their work history. SSDI is different from SSI because it is based on your work history and the Social Security taxes that you have paid. If you've worked and paid into Social Security for long enough, you may be able to qualify, even if you have other income or savings. But here's the tricky part. Getting approved for SSDI is not always easy. The Social Security Administration has strict requirements, and about 2/3 of first-time applicants are denied. That's why it's so important to get help with your application. And our partners at Injury Claims can make this process much easier. They specialize in SSDI claims and can help you file your application correctly or appeal a denial, giving you the best possible chance of getting approved. And the best part, you don't pay anything unless they win your case. If you think you might qualify for SSDI, don't wait. Visit lirlinks.com/SSDI today to get expert help filing your claim. The sooner you apply, the sooner you can start receiving those benefits, and your application date will also affect your back pay as well. And you're usually back paid to the date of your application, so please do not delay. Now, if you've been struggling to get approved for other assistance programs, don't give up just yet, because many counties and towns have their own welfare funds that can help with rent, utilities, food, and other basic needs. These are often called general assistance programs, and they're designed to help people who don't qualify for other aid. The amount of help you can get varies by location, but in some areas, general assistance can provide hundreds of dollars in crisis assistance toward your critical expenses. These are typically one-time emergency grants to help with things like rent deposits, utility shutoffs, unexpected medical expenses, medications, funerals, that sort of thing. The tricky part, though, is that these programs are not very well advertised, and the rules vary widely from place to place. Some counties have income limits, while others focus on people facing temporary hardships. That's why it's important to check with your local county government office, township office, or human services department to see what's available in your area. And here's a tip. Even if your county doesn't offer general assistance, they may still have emergency aid programs or nonprofit partnerships that can help you. Many local governments work with churches, charities, and community organizations to connect their residents with additional resources. So if you're struggling and you haven't been able to find help elsewhere, this could help you find the safety net that you need. So be sure to check with your local county or township office to see what's available. Some states and counties also have veterans assistance funds. These programs provide direct financial aid to veterans and their families for things like rent, utilities, food, medical expenses, and even emergency home repairs. The amount you can receive will depend on where you live. In most cases, this is going to be one-time help, often once a year or maybe even once in a lifetime, depending on the rules of your local organization. These funds are separate from VA benefits, so even if you're not eligible for traditional VA programs, you may still qualify for this type of local aid. To apply, you'll need to check with your state's Department of Veterans Affairs or your county's Veterans Service Office. And here's another important tip. If you're a surviving spouse or a dependent of a veteran, you may also qualify for this assistance. Some of these programs extend help to those family members as well. So if you're a veteran or you know one who's struggling, please don't overlook this. Contact your local Veterans Service Office today to see what's available. Also, you may not know this, but the government is holding on to billions of dollars in unclaimed money right now. And that money is just sitting there waiting for the rightful owners to claim it. This money includes things like tax refunds, forgotten paychecks, insurance payments, utility deposits, even bank accounts that you may have lost track of. Most people don't realize they have unclaimed money available. In fact, 1 in 10 Americans has money waiting for them, and checking is completely free. So here's what you need to do to see if you have unclaimed money that the government owes you. Visit missingmoney.com. This is the official government-endorsed website that lets you search for unclaimed property in multiple states. Or you can go check your state's unclaimed property website. If your state isn't listed on Missing Money, you can just type in your state name, unclaimed property, in a search, and you should be able to find it. Make sure you're on a .gov website, though, or one that's officially endorsed by your state government, because there are a lot of scam sites out there. If somebody tries to charge you to search the Missing Money database, that is a scam, and you should not do it. Searching is always free. People have found hundreds or even thousands of dollars they didn't know they were missing, so take a few minutes and check today. I'd also love to know in the comments, have you ever found unclaimed money before? And if so, how much did you get? I'd love to hear about your experience. Now, if you've ever thought about going back to school or getting job training, you could get up to $7,395 a year through the Pell Grant. And unlike a loan, you never have to pay this money back. A lot of people think Pell Grants are only for recent high school graduates, but that's not true at all. Low-income adults, working parents, and job seekers may qualify depending on their income. So, how do you qualify? Pell Grants are based on financial need, and eligibility is determined when you fill out the free application for federal student aid, better known as the FAFSA. The best part? You don't need perfect grades or a long academic history to qualify. You just need to attend an eligible school and meet the income guidelines. And here's something that many people don't realize. Pell Grants can also be used at some trade schools and community colleges as well. If you're struggling with healthcare costs, you may be eligible for help with that too, either through Medicaid or a Medicare savings program. And these programs could save you thousands of dollars a year. Medicaid, of course, provides free or low-cost health coverage to low-income individuals and families. It covers doctor visits, hospital stays, and prescriptions, and so on. And of course, if you're on Medicare, you may qualify for an MSP, which helps pay for your premiums, deductibles, and copays, saving you an estimated $2,096.40 a year, according to the National Council on Aging. These programs are a lifesaver for seniors and disabled individuals on fixed incomes. To check your eligibility, you can visit healthcare.gov to find more information about Medicaid. You can also contact Chapter, our Medicare partner, at the number or link visible on your screen. They provide free Medicare help to make sure that you're saving as much money as possible. Now, if your home is drafty, unsafe, or costing you too much in energy bills, you might qualify for free home repair and energy-saving upgrades through the Weatherization Assistance Program. And, of course, there are other free home repair grants, too. The WAP program helps low-income homeowners and renters by providing free insulation, air sealing, heating and cooling system repairs, and other energy efficiency upgrades. These improvements can lower your energy bills by hundreds of dollars per year, and the best part is you never have to pay this money back. But that's not all. Many states, counties, and nonprofits offer additional home repair grants as well to help you fix roof leaks, plumbing issues, electrical hazards, and other critical repairs. Some programs even provide emergency grants to prevent unsafe living conditions. We have a list of all these on our website that may be able to help you. Now, if you've made it this far and you haven't found anything that helps you yet, don't worry. Many states have their own programs that provide direct financial help to residents in need. These programs go beyond TANF and can help you with a variety of expenses. For example, some states have special grants for people who are aged, blind, or disabled. Others may offer other forms of assistance to seniors, disabled individuals, families with children, or even childless adults. The tricky part, of course, is that these programs are not always well advertised, and the eligibility rules can vary wildly by state. We have a lot of these programs listed on our website at the link you can see on screen, but you can also reach out to your state's Department of Human Services, your local area agency on aging, or your community action agency for more information about the programs in your area. If you're struggling financially, please don't just assume that there's no help available. Look into your state's unique assistance programs because you could be missing out on money that's meant for you. And that brings me to our final guidance for today. If you are struggling and you're not sure where else to turn, 211 may be able to help you find what you need. And it's completely free to use. You just call 211. This is a nationwide helpline that connects people with local programs for food, housing, utilities, healthcare, job training, and so much more. Now, I know that was a lot of ways to get free money and assistance, but honestly, we have barely scratched the surface. There are so many more programs out there that may be able to help you. And I'm always researching to find the best ones for you. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to check out lowincomerelief.com for even more ways to save money and get free stuff.